Okay, so this is, I loaded up the session for Vertical Love. And I just looked at it real quick before I went live just to see what I did to kind of, to just see how I'm going to break it down. So normally what I do is I start with the drums. So I think what I did with this track, I think I started with the drums. So, yo, Sunny Roads, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the sub. Sunny Roads. I'm gonna make this chat box a little bigger. This, okay, cool. So first I'm gonna solo the drums so you guys can hear it. This is just the kick and snare. So how I did this drum pattern was I used to use this this VST called Geist. It's a pretty dope like drum programming VST. It's kind of like FL's step sequencer. So I don't have Geist installed anymore. So I just printed the drums to audio. Let me play it with the hi-hat too. So one thing I like about Geist is when it comes to hi-hats and programming different percussion stuff, it lets you do FL type stuff. So I can easily just pitch my hi-hats up and down, reverse it, mess with the timing of each individual note. So if I didn't use FL, I'd probably still be using Geist. And when I made this beat in 2017, I wasn't using FL. I didn't even have it installed. So yeah, I printed the drums to audio tracks. And then let's look at what I did here. So I use pretty much the same chord, the same chords for the whole track. So for that particular track, I use the synth Form in Complete Control. So with the same chords on this one, I use Complete. I think this was part of like Complete 11. I used just the brass plugin in there, and that's these horns. Then on this track, this is Keyscape. And I just got a Rhodes sound. Rhodes classic, simple, classic. Then if we go a little later into that pattern. I don't know why I have that playing twice. Maybe I just wanted to make it louder, who knows, or maybe it was a mistake. Same thing. I think with this one, it says just audio. So I think on this one I used the Dave Smith Tetra to play out the chords, and I think I just recorded it just into the computer. So let's hear that whole section together with the drums. So, what do we got here? Okay, this is just a clap loop. This is from Drums That Knock Volume 4. So let's hear that with the track. And as you can hear, this track, what I like about this track, there's a lot of like little percussion elements going on. So let's get into some of that. So we have that clap loop. What's this? This was from the Dave Smith Tetra, and what I did with this is I took those chords that I used for the main part, and I threw an arpeggiator on it, and then just recorded the output of the Tetra onto the track. So this is what it sounds like. And then the next track. I think it's just an octave down in the next track. Same thing, Dave Smith Tetra, that arpeggio sound. So what I love about that sound is when you hear that, you can tell that's not a soft synth. It's an analog synth. So the Dave Smith Tetra, it has a real strong analog character, and I feel like that is something that with the live percussion I added, with the hard-hitting drums, and even some of the VSTs I added, I feel like the Tetra adds this width and dimension to the track. And then again, I think this was also Tetra. So all together, let's hear that whole section, or this part. So Dash said, I heard that Dave Smith is still digital. The Tetra is an analog synth, so that one's fully analog. Dave Smith, he has a bunch of different analog and probably some digital synths too. He's a beast. So a lot of you guys ask about arrangement, and for this one, I took the approach of like, I started with one arpeggio. As you move on in time, there's another arpeggio. Then I keep building on that, and then by the end, there's that darker arpeggio. It's like the climax before it goes into the pre-hook. Okay, and so the next thing I'm gonna get into is these percussion sounds. So we heard the clap. My bad, this session's super disorganized. Sometimes, when you're just in that creative flow, like sometimes you don't give a shit about, being super organized. I'm usually pretty good about that, but sometimes you're just in the flow, just throwing shit in there. So let's hear what we did here. So now I fixed the stream, so now we're in stereo. So you can hear on the left side, there's this percussion instrument. This is I believe this is some percussion I got from Africa. I was in Tunisia and Algeria, and I think I picked this up at one of the street stores. So I recorded that in, put it hard left, and then hard right, I have this sound. Now let's hear it together. This is a cheat code, guys. Hard panning two different sounds, like raw recorded sounds together. This is what it sounds like together. Sounds dope. Check it out with the track. Exactly. Lettuce said nice natural sounds. Like I wanted this track to sound super organic, so I feel like the technique of having one sound panned hard right and one sound hard left, not multiple sounds, but just one sound, it just kind of like expanded the track in a really like calm, organic, clear, crispy way. There's not a ton of stuff going on. You can see here I played a bunch of other stuff, but it didn't make it to the track. Let's hear what I didn't add to the track. This is what didn't get added. It's dope. I mean, that's hard, but for something else. See, now that I'm hearing this, that's a perfect loop for me to use for something else. So, I mean, you guys are in here, so I'm gonna just be real about my workflow. I like that, so I'm just gonna save that. All right. So, I mean, that's another trick. Like, if you're working on something or if you go back and hear something, that you like that you didn't use, you can always use it later. So that's something I like to do. So if we look at this track, I have like, this sound is like, I don't know what it's for. Someone told me, but I can't remember. But it's like this this piece of metal with like ridges on it. There's two pieces of metal, and if you rub like some kind of mallet over it, it has this like sound, this like vibrational sound. So if you're on headphones, you can hear it's going from the right speaker to the left speaker. So it just hard pans quickly. So the way I did that was I just used the Ableton stock plugin auto pan, and it just hard pans. So just adds dimension to the mix. So let's hear this whole section together with the percussion, with the melody, with the drums. Okay, the one thing we're missing in this session is the 808. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Drums and Knock Volume 4. All right, let's hear it together. Intro. It's in mono. Okay, we gotta fix that. Hold up 1 second. Let me see if this fixes it. Mic check. Yo, thank you guys for bearing with me because I'm pretty new to this live streaming game, so I'm just getting everything right. So I'm gonna put this left and right. I don't know if it's gonna work. Wait, let's see. Mic check. No, it's not working. Hold up 1 second. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Check, check, check. Not yet, not yet. Hold up. Mic check. Check, 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 check. All right, you know what? I had it fixed, but it looks like it's not fully fixed yet. But we're going to get to it. Hopefully by next session, that'll be all fixed up. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. All right, let's get back into this. Okay, so let's hear it with everything together. So this is the whole verse section right here. So for the 808, I used an 808 from Drums and Knock Volume 4. And let's see what I did. So what I did was I loaded it into a simpler, and I set the glide time to 175. And so what that does, for anyone who might not know, probably a lot of you guys know, but what the glide time does is when you hit a note and then you hit another note, it's going to take 175 milliseconds to get to the next note. So if I hit a low note and then a high note, it's going to glide upwards. If I hit a high note, then a low note is going to glide downwards. So I'm going to solo the bass and play it. And you can kind of see, what I did. So how I got that glide is just, I literally started on my keyboard on a high note and just glided down. And then I made them overlap. So with that too, I just glided. I played that on the keys and just glided the notes by overlapping them. So let's hear this one again. So anytime you're seeing notes like a cluster like that, it's doing that glide. So let's hear this one. So I must have automated the reverb on at that time. Yeah, the reverb's on at this point in the track. So, I mean, in the beginning, there's no reverb on the bass because I was going for that super dry sound. So let's hear it. The bass is very upfront, very clean sounding. And then once it gets to halfway through, watch the reverb come on. As the track gets more busy, the bass is filling up more space with the reverb. I really wish you guys could hear that in stereo right now. Damn. It's all good though. We are gonna fix that out. So what I did here was I just took a white noise riser I made in Drums and Knock Volume 4. I don't have the processing on this track because I had made that in another session and I made it a part of Drums and Knock 4, but I was able to just bring it in from the pack. That's one of the great things about the packs is you can just go into an effects sound and just drag it into your session. It'll fit in the tempo. So I'm not doing sound design in every session. Sometimes I'll do full sessions with all sound design. So I literally just dragged this in and it was the right tempo, 120 beats per minute. But even if it was the wrong tempo, it would just snap to the tempo. So just took it from Drums and Knock Volume 4 and slapped it in at the end and it gave me cut. So just for dramatic effect, it's leading up, building tension, then drops. So it's like it's leaving you on the cliff. And so once you're on the cliff, cut. You're like, oh shit. I'm just hanging on the cliff. And then this sound comes in. A little bit of singing. That's me singing. Drop. And now you're flying. You jumped off the cliff and now you're gliding through space and time. So this one, you know, you're building tension, drop, hanging on the cliff, and then you drop, and you're flying through space. So let's get into this vocal track. This is just me singing, just on this mic or whatever. Let's hear it raw. And then, so what I did on this is I put, hold on, for that singing performance, we need a little explosion right now. I killed that shit. Nah, I'm kidding. Man, thank God for auto-tune. Thank God for compressors. Thank God for all that, because I would not have a singing career if it wasn't for those gems. So let's get a knock right now for all the plugin developers. All right now. No Decap acapella pack? Yo, honestly, auto-tune has made me a superstar on the mic, so shout out to auto-tune. I'm just fucking with y'all. Okay. So what I did to process the vocals, I don't even think I have auto-tune on this. That's crazy. All right, let's do them one by one. So I just put an EQ, cut the lows, little bump at 587, and a high bump at 12.5. Glue compressor, just hitting it pretty lightly. I don't even know why it's that light, but overdrive. Reverb. See, that did it. It's the reverb that made it glue together. It doesn't have to be a great vocal performance. Like, you can just sing and just capture a vibe and it'll work. Then another EQ, cut everything below 79 and boosted at about 10 kilohertz. I don't think I had that active. So that's a vocal altogether. Oh, I see what I did. I used the pan. I automated the pan. So it just captured a little vibe. Like it just it brought you to that point where you jump off the cliff and you're flying and you're gliding. So we went over the chorus part. And this part, I brought this percussion back to center, and I didn't have all the extra. In the intro part, I had the two percussion sounds panned hard left and hard right. This part, it was just too much, so I only kept the one sound and centered it. What do I got here? Again. So I use a different bass sound in the hook part because earlier it was more of like a, I want to say like a bass lead. It wasn't really like an 808. Like it didn't act as a bass compared to this. This is from the Tetra, by the way. So I made this 808 on the Dave Smith Tetra analog synth. So then all together. So if we go to the second verse, this is cool. So this is a little variation I added just in the second verse. So that's a trick. Like if you have a track with like multiple verses, but you want to differentiate them, you can add like a little ear candy, like just in the second verse, or take something away in the first verse. So it only comes once in the track. So I took that approach with this. Again, this synth is from the Dave Smith analog synth. This is from the Dave Smith Tetra analog synth. So we have two tracks. That's cool. So what I did was I literally copied the MIDI from that 808 sound earlier. It wasn't the 808, but like the synthy 808, and I brought it here. So this is the other one. That's dope. And so let's hear it all together. Well, first let's hear these two together. Yo, pink hair producer, let's definitely talk about that. I like the idea of growing the Twitch. I'm trying to get all the producers in here and just, help out in any way I can. So this is all together. Yeah, y'all. So that's the track. That is, that's Vertical Love. Decap. Let's go. So talk to me, y'all. Was that helpful? Like, do you guys like these behind the beat breakdowns? What do you guys want to see on this channel? I'm you know, I'm new to my Twitch career, and I'm just trying to give as much value as I can to you guys. And it's gonna start with you know, me just understanding what you guys want to see. Like, what do you guys need help with? Like, what is like a difficulty you're facing as a producer, as an artist? Let me know. Like, let's communicate. I have years in the game. I have successes under my belt, and I'm here to help you guys in any way I can. That's what's up. You guys are liking the breakdowns. Okay, dope. Sound design, how to structure and arrange beats. Let's do that right now. I actually wanted to go over that today. How to arrange and structure beats. Sound selection. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do. Let's get a blank session going. That's what's up. Pink hair producer, remind me. I don't know how to raid a channel, but we're definitely going to do that at the end of the stream. Beat critiquing and beat battles. Collabs. Okay, cool. How not to be a perfectionist. Stuff like what you just showed us using the synth over the 808 line. Okay, cool. So just like random shit. Yeah, let's play it by ear. Let's so I want to show you guys some arrangement tips because I'm actually pretty good with that. Yo, Marcus, Jay Stewart, shout out for the follow. ASAP Cat, shout out for the follow. Welcome to the community, guys. Okay, bet. So let's make some shit right now. I'm just gonna make a quick beat real quick. I think I've been streaming for a while and I don't think I've made anything from scratch. I actually have not made a beat since last Sunday. So I'm like, a lot of people will say, oh, what do you make beats? Like, how many beats a day do you make? I'm like, sometimes I'll make 10 beats in a day. Sometimes I won't do shit. So the last beat I made was Sunday. All right, you know what? Let's start with a melody right now. Just give you guys like an eye into my process. Let's see what we got. Random. Actually, you know what? Let's hold on a sec. Shout out to AG for these samples. Yo, First Owl. Yo, shout out to you, First Owl, for the subscribe. Welcome to the community. Keep it locked here. You're going to enjoy this. Whoa. That's a good shout. Whoa. Yo, Ski Mask. Shout out to you, man. Mr. Man Griffin, welcome to the community. Ski Mask was generous and gifted you a sub. Shout out to you guys both. Ski Mask, you're the man. Let's see, how do I want to approach this track? Because I'm like, I don't want to just make a beat. I want to show you guys structure. These are like some of these I already flipped. That's hard. Let's load that. Mic check. Hey! DYVR Sound. Yo, shout out to DRVY Sound. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Diverse. Oh shit, my bad. Yo, Diverse Sound. Welcome to the channel, Diverse. Yo. Pink hair producer. Yo, you're a legend, pink hair producer, man. CW50, welcome to the channel. Pink hair producer, being generous up in here, gifting subs and shit. You guys are amazing. I'm trying to get this on tempo real quick. Okay, so arrangement-wise, let's see what we got. You know what? I'll get to arrangement. I'm just gonna be free and just make some shit. All right, so I'm loading up some shit in Drums That Knock 9 right now, and I have a drum rack on the channel. So like how I approach this is I'm just thinking about what kick would sound good with this melody. I like that. I like that. I like that too. These are snares, claps, and rim shots from Drums That Knock 9. Yo, so JR Keys asked, bro, what's your routing for the Zentor? I used to have the Zentor, but I don't have it anymore. Now I'm running the Apollo X8, and I'm running a ADI2 Pro FS converter. So what I like about this setup is I get the live input from the Apollo, and all the UAD plugins and everything, and I also have a satellite, but I'm getting the sound quality from the ADI2 Pro. The Zentor, the Antelope Zentor, what I miss about that interface was the quality. Like, the interface just sounded so good. Like, everything going into it, everything coming out of it sounded so good. But what I didn't like about it was the workflow. It was buggy. And Antelope did some questionable shit, honestly. Like, not to call anyone out on the channel, on my platform, but Antelope did some shit to me that was pretty questionable. Like, promising us free plugins for life and not delivering, and then turning around making us, you know, charging us. So I'm not one to talk trash at all about companies who are serving us, but to me, that was kind of crossing the line. So I decided to move over to the Apollo side of things. The Zentor sounds amazing. But the Apollo, what I love about it is the plugins. I mean, the plugins are great, and also the drivers are rock solid. The thing that I'm not crazy about on the Apollo is the output quality. People say, oh, they all sound the same nowadays, but in my opinion, and maybe it's just my room, I'm not going to blame it on the interface, but everything sounded super hyped and bright to me. As soon as I got this RME, this was like night and day. Like it just sounds so clean. I'd say probably even better than the Antelope interface. So I bring this home with me and work out of headphones from home. Whoa, pink hair producer with another sub. Yo, shout out to you, pink hair producer, man. You're a legend. Killing it right now. Yo, you guys are amazing. Pink hair producer, man. So the RME, it just sounds so good. And I want to tell you guys, like, I do a lot of real in-depth mastering and sound design. So I'm like paying attention to like little tiny details in the sound. This is not for everybody. If you're doing like mastering or sound design or something like that, this might be for you. But other than that, I also have an Apollo Twin that I travel with. So don't cancel your solo order. So, I mean, the solo is a great interface. And what's great about it is you have access to all the UAD plugins too. So shout out to UA, man. They're amazing. As far as mastering, you're gonna want something a little bit better than the Apollo. But so I use the best of both worlds. I have the Apollo running Spitif into the RME. So I get that super clean, pristine sound. Oh man, you guys are crazy, yo. Ski Mask. Shout out to you for the gifted sub, man. Welcome, Devloon Music. Shout out to you, Devloon Music. Welcome to the community. Ski Mask, you're a legend. Let's get back in this beat. Hey. Just made that quick pattern, looped it, join it. Hey, shout out for the cheer. Connor, shout out to you, man. And congrats on winning the $100 gift card last time, man. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a little cheat code right now. So I got a little lag, but. So I just played that and I didn't record it. Watch this. Command-Shift-C, it's there. I didn't even have to record it. Crazy shit. So all this is from Drums That Knock Volume 9. And the melody is from the homie AG. Shout out to AG, man, with the wavy packs. He's super dope. So like another trick, every time I load a audio track or MIDI track, every time I load a MIDI track, by default I have the sampler on it, a utility plugin, and an EQ. So immediately I load a MIDI track, I can throw a sampler in simpler. I can throw a sample in simpler. I have a utility so I can control like volume automation with panning automation, all that kind of stuff. Then I have an EQ just for quick adjustments. When I load an audio track, by default, I have a utility, EQ, and a tuner. So just a little workflow cheat code. So the way you do that is, if you wanna, some of you probably already know this, but what you do is you get your track the way you want it, your audio or MIDI track, right-click it, and just click Save as default audio track. So then the next time you load up Ableton, everything is automatically going to be how you set it up. Little Ableton cheat code right there. So all these things are like little workflow tricks, tips and tricks. Let's fill in the gaps. Let's get some percussion sounds. This is a little percussion. So now when I double click this, it's gonna go make a new track with that percussion already loaded in it. Need an open hat. You know what? And what's cool about, I love just sometimes just throwing a sound on the grid. You don't even need a sampler or anything like that. Change that hi-hat. There we go. I like this one too. So like another thing, when I do the kits, I have like families of hi-hats. Let me show you guys. So if you look here, I have in the hi-hats folder, I have clear tone hi-hat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the open hat. If you listen to the quality of those hi-hats, they all go together in a group. Some are tighter, some are looser. There's some open hi-hats, closed hi-hats. So when you use them in conjunction, they sound good as a family on the track. Yo, shout out to all you guys in the room right now. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing right now? Anyone new in the house? Jump in the chat. All right, so this percussion is sounding kind of like a little bit too on the grid. So in Ableton, I have this plugin I made called Track Delay. I just took a delay plugin, and the left and the right are set to 40 milliseconds. It's the same exact thing as going over here and dragging that, you know, if I want to do 40 milliseconds, you know, going to 40 milliseconds. But the reason I don't do that is because it doesn't print with stems that way. So that's why I use this track delay. Yo, Jamali18, yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the gifted sub. Connors, welcome to the community. Man, shout out to you guys. Hold on, you know what? Let's do something real quick. All right, now you guys are going to hear the alerts. Connors, welcome. Jam Ali, you're a goat, man. Appreciate you. Okay. So what I did was, with this plugin, I made this plugin in Ableton and just saved it as a default. So if you adjust, since these are linked, if you adjust this, that's how much it's going to throw it off the grid. Hey, Prince Foe. Shout out to you, Prince Foe. Thank you for the gifted sub. Normal as Corey. Man, welcome. Welcome, Corey. Prince Foe, you're amazing. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the gifted subs, all of it. You guys are amazing. This community is so lit. Oh, man. Shout out to you guys. Hey, J Love Forever. Shout out for the subscription. Welcome to the community. Thank you. This is going to be a blast. All right, let's go. Let's throw a little bit of let's throw some saturation on the hi-hats. Sometimes when things are too quiet, they don't actually need to be just volume wise louder. Sometimes if you throw some saturation, it adds like a character to the sound that brings it up in the mix. And I want this hi-hat to be wider, so I'm gonna throw an isotope imager on it. And then I'm a gain stage at the end here. I still want that hi-hat to be bigger sounding. You know what? From here on out, I'm going to try to do everything with stock plugins in Ableton. I know you guys will probably appreciate that. I'm going to throw a saturator on the master. Listen to the difference in how this sounds. I'm gonna turn soft clip off because the glue is hard. I also have the glue on the master by default. I throw a saturator sometimes on the master because it just, I don't know, it just makes it pop a little bit. I turn off soft clip though, but listen to before and after. Ready? Before. Now listen. It just kind of slams it in like a really clean way. So you can gain stage. You can like turn the dry wet down. Sounds fucking lit. I'm gonna turn that kick up a little bit. Sounds good hitting that saturator. All right, let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna go back in Drums and Knock Volume 9 and let's see what we got. One shots. That's dope. I like that. I love castanet sounds. So now that this is loaded, oh man. That's dope. So I just played that and I didn't record it, and you see what I just did? I just hit Command-Shift-C and it's back. It's right there. Woo! That's hard. Let me just fine tune that a little bit, but that's hard though. Woo! Oh, that's crazy. Let's go. I mean, just these little touches. I mean, because when you're making a beat, you never know where it's going to go. This could become something totally different. I'm going to throw a sketch cassette on there. Let's just gritty this shit up. Oh. Let's throw sketch cassette on that other sound right before it too. So this is all Drums and Knock 9. And like, I know you guys can't hear the panning right now. I promise I'm gonna get that fixed. It's so important. I need you guys to hear the panning because it's so important to my production and how I work. Like, panning is a huge part of getting that mix to slap right. So I'm even hesitant to even doing a lot of panning because I want to make sure you guys hear it, you know? But I'm gonna do it I'm gonna just do my thing anyways. And I will get this shit fixed. See, now it's sounding like three-dimensional, multi-dimensional even. And let's throw like a delay on that weird sound that we just did. Let's throw, what is it called? Ping pong? What's that new Ableton delay plugin called? Echo. Ah, that's crazy. It's just gotta be right. So that's a little sound design tip too. Like, if you get something like this and then you throw like an echo on it, all of a sudden it turns into something different. So you can play with this. Oof, I mean, that's crazy. Hold on, let's try some shit. Let's automate that. All right, so you guys get the idea. But we got to keep it moving because you can easily get sidetracked with all that sound design shit. When I'm making a beat, I try to just like not do tons of sound design and just save that for a little bit later towards the end of the process so I don't like lose the vibe. Woo! that just made everything in the bounce. Again, that tabla is from volume 9. I like it. So you see what I just did there? I brought in a tabla from Drums at Knock 9 and I just fine-tuned it just so it's in key with the track real quick. How I did that was I just adjusted the detune right up. I adjusted the detune right here. Actually, you know what? Okay, so arrangement tips. You guys want to know about arrangement. So you see how I did that? I played this. Ta-da. So like I want to hear that every time, but one way to make it more interesting is the first time, don't make it play. So that way you have a longer loop with more change-ups. So now I'm gonna loop this whole 8-bar section. Or sorry, this 4-bar section instead of that 2-bar section. So now we have a longer section. The loop has more variation in it. You know what? And now check this out. That little percussion sound I went crazy over, that's going to also play every other time. This is how I think about arrangement. Oof. Let's go. Drop some emojis if you're vibing. We're making some shit on the spot together. Let's go. Woo! This is actually pretty therapeutic for me because when I go too long without making a beat, real shit, like I start to miss it. And I've been working so hard getting this live stream shit right the last week, and it feels so good to just create right now. Because sometimes, like, I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but you start to, like, wonder if you lost your skills. Like, if you haven't made a beat in a week. And it's like, whoa, you guys are fucking lit, man. Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all. Yeah, sometimes it's like, if I haven't made a beat in a while, sometimes I'll lose confidence. I'll be like, can I really do this? And, like, right now I just made this, and, you know, it's not like anything groundbreaking, but it's a vibe. So it's like I remember that I can still vibe, and I can still express myself through music. So shout out to Ableton, FL, Reason, Cubase, Logic, Pro Tools for giving us these tools. Decap. Yeah, shout out to the software companies for just like hooking us up as creatives, where we can not only do the shit that we love, but make a business out of this shit. And yeah, just shout out. That's what's up, J Love, about to open FL. All right, cool. Back to it. This is about to get 5 times more lit. Woof. That little tabla is everything. Again, drums at knock 9, man. If you don't have this kit, you're sleeping right now. Hey, Rabadam, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the sub and welcome. Good to see you here, man. Welcome to the community. Let's go. Another thing, like, see, this sound isn't quite on time to my ears, so I'm gonna throw in warp. Now check this out. You guys might know this. If you hold down shift, boom, drag the sound out. And then if you look down here in the warp modes, I'm gonna put it on the first warp mode with just the one arrow, and I'm gonna start turning down the preserve, and it's gonna get tighter. Now, let me solo that so you hear what I'm doing. So this is the sound, and then I'm gonna turn this down. You see that? Another cheat code right there. So it's just tightening up that sound. So let's go. Let's get that sound a little more. Shit is lit. Let's throw a sketch cassette on that. Take the hiss out. Mess with the depth and intensity. That just this plugin is amazing. These guys are genius. And not only that, this plugin is like, I think it's like $20 or $25. These guys are crazy. And there's also another one I like called Cassette. Yo, I bought Shapeshifter, but I haven't used it yet. Let's see, what does it do? Let's look at it. So this is the same company that did Sketch Cassette. Let's put on the hi-hats. I have not used it yet, but I bought it. Without it. With it. Okay, I'm trying this plugin for the first time, guys. Some hard compression. Ooh. That sounds nice. When I'm testing out a plugin, there's nothing I can't stand more when I'm on YouTube learning about a plugin, and you got these fucking, I'm not gonna talk trash, but you got some people who are just so gentle with all the knobs, like let's just touch the knob and see how it's, no. Just turn that shit up. Because when you turn it loud, you're hearing how it's affecting that sound at the maximum level, and then you can just edge your way into it. So if any of you guys do videos on plugins, turn that shit up so I can hear exactly what it does. So that's why I'm like turning the drive all the way up. Not because I'm gonna keep it like that, but because I want to hear how much of that maximum effect I'm gonna use, you know? Like, we're not gonna do that. But we're gonna get that sweet spot. There we go. Without it, with it. Yeah, subtle. It's nice though. It actually has like an analog character to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna do 2 versions of this plugin. I'm gonna try something a little more extreme with it. Let's try some presets. Subtle, bright and shiny. Yeah, right. The design looks good on this one. Who's in the house right now? Shout out to you guys, man. Oh shit, my chat is... Okay, this chat's updated. This one is not. Okay. Yo, Julian, are you in here? Shout out to Julian, man. Follow Julian. She's a super dope DJ. That's what's up. Okay. Yo, first of all, Julian, you are a freaking legend for connecting me with Twitch. Julian is the reason why I'm a Twitch partner right now, because she connected me with Twitch directly. So Julian is responsible for me being a partner 100%. Decap. I am so grateful for you. You're amazing. Yeah, this shit is amazing. I'm happy to have this community, and I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to just changing producers' lives with this channel and just giving back in any way I can. So people like Julian just come in and just help out. Just like, I mean, it's amazing. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much. Follow Julian. She's amazing. Amazing channel. Great energy. Seems like she's got a great supportive team around her. And she just kills it with like the 5-hour crazy music live stream. So yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, drop those emotes, y'all. Yo, I got all these emotes. Julian connected me with Twitch, and now I got all the lit emotes and everything. Yeah. So like a lot of times when I'm approaching these sounds, it's like 1%. I'm doing little adjustments to the sound. I'm turning it way up to hear what it's doing, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm keeping 1% of that change. And then by the end of the mix, it's like little characters, like the character of each sound is like fine-tuned to the way I want it to be. And by the end of the track, it just has a lot of character. Shout out to you. I see you guys in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, yo, spam those emotes. I'll be honest, I'm still learning the ropes with Twitch and how all the emotes and everything work. At the end of the stream, we're gonna do a raid. Pink hair producer's gonna put me on game. Yo, man, dank talking house cat. Yo, shout out to you. Welcome to the community. Let's go. My bad if I'm not good on the pronunciation, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys subscribing, spamming the emotes, cheering, all that shit. You guys are great. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna raid a channel at the end of this and get lit, but we're not done yet. Let's keep going. Where we at with this beat? This was made from scratch. AG on the sample. Drums and Knock Volume 9 for all the other sounds. That hi-hat's cool. Okay, here's another little trick. Watch this, guys. I want to add kind of like a real bright frequency to those hi-hats. Let's hear it. Ready? Let's take this off for now. I like it, but I don't think it needs it. Oh, interesting. Another thing, I actually made a mistake here. I have an imager here. Always put the imager at the end of the chain. You don't want to add effects on it after the imager. Always use it before. All right, so in Ableton, there's a stock plugin called Auto Filter. Now check this out. By default, this is what it looks like. If you want to add some high end to your hi-hat or whatever, it's great on hi-hats or percussion. Just take this resonance knob and turn it up. Cheat code. Listen without it. Now with it. Guys, that is a fucking cheat code. Now, I'm gonna just take a utility and put it at the end. I'm also gonna put this before imager. Okay, so back to arrangement. That we're gonna save this part of the track for later. So arrangement wise, I usually just drag it off to the side. And that's coming in later. Now, we're just gonna duplicate this. So right now we have a 12 bar loop. Let's make it a 16. How I just did that, I duplicated this whole section. Let's undo that and show you guys in slow-mo. So if you want to duplicate this whole section, what you might do is try to select it and then click and drag or Command D. The easier way to do it is just take a clip. If you know it's this whole section, Command Shift D. Boom. That's how you duplicate the whole section. Okay, we got a 16 bar loop. So now what I probably do is get into, I didn't even do the 808 yet. We'll get into that. I probably want to add more percussion. Let's just hear it. Let's add some last touches. We're going to take this out in the beginning. I wish it wasn't mono for you guys either, but you know what? We're going to work on it. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, you know what? So like what I just did was I changed the kick pattern at the end, but that will sound good as the second loop, not the first loop. So I'm just gonna bring the original one back. Actually, wait. Actually, bring that over. Delete that. I want to take this one, make it the second one, and make this one the first one. Then I'm just gonna, wait, is that right? No. This is gonna be the first one, and this is gonna be the second one. And then just to make it easy, I'm gonna highlight it and hit Command J, and now it's looped. So like, you see what I'm doing? I'm just listening through and I'm taking away elements, changing some elements, just making it groove together. Let me see. I like that. Okay, so you heard how those new elements came in. We're gonna save that for later. So I'm gonna mute that, and then all that extra percussion is gonna come in the second half of the loop. So we have more changes. So now, let's hear it from the top. So we're doing arrangement stuff now, guys. These are arrangement cheat codes. You know what? And we're gonna take out the tabla in the beginning too. Okay, so now we're starting to get into the turn up part of the track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna like do some choppy shit just to make it a little more exciting. So let's hear it from a little. Okay, peep it. Right here. This part's gotta be crazy. Oh my God. Woo! Oh my God. Okay, hear that back. You guys fucking with that? Drop some emotes, y'all. You guys fucking with this? Oh my God. Okay, I know what to do. We're gonna drop the melody out right there. You guys fucking with this? That's what's up. Oof. Okay, now, so we dropped it up. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna, oh man, you guys are lit. Fuck. Decap. Yeah! You guys are the fucking best. I appreciate you guys. Hey, okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a little piece of the sample and we're gonna do it like a pitch bend down. So I'm gonna go transposition and then it might or might not work. We'll try it out. And we're just gonna do this. Change to complex mode. And that hi-hat, we also need to make a new track with just that hi-hat. So we can fuck with the transpose. Oh man, you guys are lit. I appreciate you guys. This is my first time doing something like this. Okay, so that hi-hat, we're gonna make it go, pitch it down. Woo. And we're gonna do the same with the snare. So these are the details that make the track interesting. So you want to, like, for your arrangement, you want to really go in and just like fine tune stuff to make it interesting. So I'm gonna add like a reverb to the snare or something like that. Okay, so now that we got that snare reverbed up, we're gonna freeze it, flatten it, and we're gonna do the same thing to that sound. We're gonna do a pitch bend downwards. And we're just trying shit. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm really just messing around and seeing what happens. Complex mode. Clip, transpose. I don't even like it. Okay, scrap that. Just the snare is good. Okay, tried it, didn't like it, delete it, move on. All right, here from the top. Oh yeah, needs a little breath sample. Okay. I got a breath sample in Drums That Knock volume 7 that I like. 7 or 8, I think it's 7. One shots, percussive one shots. Yep. Okay. So I'm just gonna take this breath sample. It's in Drums That Knock volume 7, and it sounds so clean. I'm just gonna loop it up, the whole track. And then I'm gonna throw sketch cassette on it to just gritty it up. Where's it at? You guys fucking with this? Drop an emoji if you guys fuck with this. Sketch cassette ain't the one for this one. I'm gonna just use cassette. That's cool. I like this one too. This one has like a very 3D sound to it. Yeah, I like that. Hey, appreciate you guys. Let's go. Decap. Let's get some 808s up in here. All right, so we're just gonna load up an 808 in Simpler. Drums and Knock Volume 7. That was the first one I loaded, so that's one we're going to use. Boom, 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 boom. That last note. What is that last note? What does that last note need to be? Maybe nothing. Maybe just drag that same one out. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Doesn't sound right to me. That's kind of cool. That's pretty dope. I like that. All right. Let me try. Yeah. Let's get that 808 sounding tight. So this 808 already sounds fucking dope, but I'm gonna make it lower. This is a trick that I use sometimes to get the low end in 808. So I use Pro Q3. I know this isn't a stock plugin, but I really like this. And I use the tilt shelf preset. And then you can adjust. Watch what that does to the low end. It like cuts some of the high frequency and boosts some of the low frequency. So that's after, and this is before. It sound like that's a great like iPhone speaker 808, but this is more of like a car system 808. Just that little adjustment. Let's also throw an imager on this. Oh man, I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna take out this last 808 here. Okay, now watch this, guys. I'm about to go in. Oof. Okay, now this first one, we're just gonna. Okay, now check it out. We're gonna spice this shit up now. So I'm gonna go back into my simpler. I'm gonna right click it, go simpler to sampler. So what we did was we converted that from a simpler to a sampler. I'm gonna go into my MIDI tab, pitch bend range, I'm gonna turn it all the way up to 24. And now when I go in here and I go envelopes, MIDI control, you can't see it on the screen right now. But actually, let me switch it so you can see it. So now here, when I go to MIDI control, pitch bend, now this blue line is going to control my pitch bends. So now we can do our glides and shit. So now. You guys following what I'm doing so far, or do I need to explain more? Whew. It's hard. That's crazy. It's pretty simple stuff, but I might not be explaining it too well. Let's try. Just do some weird shit with the 808s. You always get good. That's the one thing I hate about doing the glides this way. Why does it do that? Okay. Boom. Now. All right, dope. What else can we do to get that 808 to stand out? Let's see. Let's throw a TS. guitar pedal on it. What I'm doing right now is I'm messing with the ADSR on the 808. Right now, I really fuck with this. Yo, pink hair, we will do that. Not quite yet, but in a little bit. I just want to finish this, finish up this idea. Let's, you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw an exciter on the master. Just a little subtle color to it. You caught that, Dan. I'm just seeing if you guys are still awake. I'm just having fun, yo. That's hard. Let's throw a stock EQ on this. What just happened? Oh, I see. I'm hungry right now, but I'm going to keep going a little bit for y'all. I need to get home and eat ASAP, though. Oof, hard decision there. Let's throw a Gulf Foss on the master. And we're going to turn it up to plus 20-ish. We need a good crash on this beat too. What kit has a crash? 6? I like that. Volume 6. Drums and Knock Volume 6 for the crash. Ah, yeah. Just that little brightness can be everything sometimes. All right, now let's dial it. We'll reverb. Widen it. Yo, so I'm gonna throw this video clip up on YouTube. Oh, by the way, subscribe to my YouTube page because I will take clips here and there from these streams and put them up on youtube.com/Decap Music. So if you missed anything, hopefully I post it. And also, of course, it's going to be available for subscribers and everything too. Actually, you know what? Right now, it's available for everyone. So whether you're subscribing or not, you can see it. But it's up on YouTube also. Why does it sound so distorted, though? Oh, it's... I don't know about that reverb. It's the wrong channel, that's why. How you guys liking this? So like with that crash, I'm just gonna have it come in once in the beginning, once in the middle, and then at the end. I'm gonna try something with the hi-hat pattern real quick. So that's super bouncy, but what if we kept it a little more simple for this section? I don't know. So these are the type of things that once I eat and I get right, I come back to it and knock it out. But I'm kind of fading. I'm the kind of person that I'm really sensitive about energy. So a lot of times in the session, like I know I have something. I know this beat is dope, but I need to nourish before I really can knock out those last touches. Damn, we've been live for 2.5 hours. That's crazy. Yo, let's save this beat. What's the date today? 28th. Okay. Oh, and another thing, make sure you collect all and save every time.